President Joe Biden tonight, again defiant to calls for him to step out of the 2024 presidential race. And when asked about beating former President Donald Trump this election season.
But have you convinced yourself that only you can defeat him?
I convinced myself of two things. I'm the most qualified person to beat him, and I know how to get things done.
But it comes as a third Democratic congressman called for Biden to step back from the race. Richard Reeve is here with what else Biden said today while trying to save his campaign. Rich.
Yeah, Lindsay, President Biden says he's completely ruled out quitting the 2024 race, saying he's positive he can serve a second term. That after a shaky debate against former President Donald Trump last week, and in an exclusive interview with ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos, the president was asked if his debate performance was a bad episode or a sign of a more serious condition.
It was a bad episode. No indication of any serious condition. I was exhausted. I didn't listen to my instincts in terms of preparing, and I had a bad night.
ABC News says the president returned from his European trip 12 days before the debate, including 6 days at Camp David. Yet during that debate, there was this.
Dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Stephanopoulos asking why that wasn't enough rest and recovery time.
Because I was sick. I was feeling terrible. Matter of fact, the docs with me, I asked if they did a COVID test because they're trying to figure out what was wrong. They did a test to see whether or not I had some infection.
The president says he was eventually diagnosed with a very bad cold. We asked David Schultz, a Hamline University political science professor, about his impressions of this new interview.
There were still the concerns about, let us say, the pauses, sort of the almost like freezing at times during part of the interview.
Earlier Friday at a rally in Wisconsin, a defiant Biden declared he isn't going anywhere.
Despite that some folks don't seem to care who you voted for, well, guess what? They're trying to push me out of the race. Well, let me say this as clearly as I can. I'm staying in the race.
But post-debate, 3 Democratic lawmakers are urging the president to step aside, Biden taking the blame for his debate performance.
The way the debate ran, not my fault, nobody else's fault. No one else's fault.
But it seemed like you were having trouble from the first question in, even before he spoke.
Well, I just had a bad night.
And what about a path forward for the president and his re-election campaign?
He's going to be under such incredible scrutiny going forward that he literally has to hit a home run every time he comes up to bat. And that's going to be nearly impossible.
Stephanopoulos asked Biden if he'd be willing to undergo an independent full neurological and cognitive exam. The president did not give a straight answer, but said he is, quote, tested every day. Biden is scheduled to campaign in Pennsylvania on Sunday, which is considered a key battleground state, Lindsay.
All right, Rich, thank you so much.